Anyone that you don't forgive has an energetic cord attached to you that you cannot see, right? And so this is why it's important that we break the soul contracts and that we cut these cords energetically through forgiveness, through choosing to heal, through choosing to let go, through not passing judgment. As long as we stayed in a state of unforgiveness, of resentment, of hurt, of questioning why me, even if we're just thinking about these people and they're no longer around and they're just, occupying space in our heads, and we're just wondering why they betrayed us and why they did this and why they came up against us and we were so nice and we didn't deserve it. Even if we are rationalizing it in our head, well, maybe they thought of any type of energy, emotion that you give it, these people, whether they know it consciously or not, they're draining your life force out of you. And so you won't be able to create and to use your energy the way that you're supposed to as long as you have these cords attached to these people, right? And these cords are invisible. You cannot see them. And so some tools to use when we are breaking soul contracts, when we're cutting cords, specifically when it comes with the cutting cords, when it comes to the parental figures, we write letters to these people and we break the soul contract in those letters. We indicate, I thank you for the time, I thank you for the opportunity, it didn't work out, peace be with you type of scenario. And so this takes a couple tries, right? In the beginning we might have to go ahead and just blur out all that we need to blur out, right? Because we don't want to, lie to ourselves. If we're upset, we're upset, man. I remember I had to do this with my karmic mother, and it took me many letters, right? It took me many letters. There was a time when I was in NA and I wrote a letter, and the letter was nothing compared to the letter that I wrote like about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. It was nothing compared to it. And I had to continuously do this, right? Because if I'm still able to think about it and have negative emotions towards it, these people still have control over me. If anything can trigger you, if anything can cause you to act out of character or get out of your space, out of your peace, then they have control over you, right? And so we're seeking to have control over all of our energy, over all of our emotions, over, so that we can become into so that we could come into union with ourselves. And so this is why it's so important that we consciously know where our energy is going, who we're pouring our energy into, because what we come here to do is to master that, our energy. And in order for us to do that, we have to have control of that, our emotions, our energy, right? And this doesn't mean that we are to be perfect, because perfection is not real, but we can be more conscious about certain things. And when it comes to unforgiveness, there is no in between. You cannot just be, oh, I'm just a little upset. No, you really have to be where to a point where it does not bother you. It does not affect you. It doesn't affect the way that you move around. You're unfuckwithable when it comes to this. It's truly just that you have to be unbothered to the point of unbotherability, like truly though, like from within, like not pretending, to the T, like I really don't care, peace be with you, all is well, not wishing bad on anybody, not wishing that they, none of that, just it's all well with my soul. I know what you did. I know what you've been doing. You're forgiven. I hope you heal, type of scenario, and really mean it, right? Because anyone that can trigger you, anyone that can cause you to move out of your space has control over you. And you want to have that over yourself. You need to have that over yourself in order to move to the next level, because there's levels to this and it takes time. So this is not something that happens overnight. This is something that we practice and we practice and we practice until we embody it, right? We become it, unmovable, unshakable. And so this allows us to take ownership of our energy and be able to use it to the best of our ability and be able to create.